Fayette County has some amazing public libraries. One of our favorites is the Downtown Library, situated right in downtown Lexington, Kentucky. You'll find on the 4th floor the children's section, which is amazing. There's games, places to play, there's even movable walls for building and playing, and of course, a ton of books. Don't miss the focal point, which is the pendulum that is in the center of the building. You're going to notice beautiful architecture and beautiful art as well. You'll see that there's a small area for children that has playhouses, little desks, and even little cars that can be driven around. Another spot that we also love that is on the same floor is their space for STEAM or STEM, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. This is where they actually have a 3D printer where you can actually fill out a form and they will create a 3D printed object for your kid that they can come back and pick up at a later date. Lots of cool stuff, and you can even watch the 3D printer. Here you see it actually building a 3D octopus, which is cool. Both my kids have had things created here that we've been able to come back and pick up. They do have specific hours, so you just always want to check their hours of operation and make sure that they're going to be open that day if it's one of the things that you want to do or you're coming back to pick things up. But they always have a calendar posted on the window, so that's super helpful. As you make your way around, you're going to have elevators, you're going to have public restrooms, but you're going to see that they also have another kids section where things can be created. Spots for drawing, their printouts. Maybe you want a picture of Spider-Man, or you just want to make a creation. There's a craft section. When you come off the elevator, there are lots of postings of different things that are going to be coming up, like story time. There's actually movie showings, all kinds of cool stuff. They keep everything posted so that it's easy to find, and you can plan your day or plan your outing and do lots of fun stuff. They even have sensory kits available. And as a mom with an autistic child on the spectrum, it's so cool to see them recognize those neurodivergent kids and give them some resources. And of course, who doesn't love Dolly Parton? She is the coolest. And if you don't know about her reading program for young people that you can enroll in, you should definitely check on it. Here is that front desk where you can check out books in the kids section and that craft area that I was mentioning. There's also a ton of resources. You're going to find all kinds of brochures, pamphlets, and even things for other languages that are really helpful. They have reading guides for every age and back to school tips, all kinds of helpful information, including free tutoring, which is really cool. But just be sure to check out those tables of information. As you can see, here are the reading guides for different ages, recommended books, toddlers, preschool, kindergarten, you name it. As someone with a kindergartner and a 3rd grader, I thought this was really cool and super helpful. So when I was there, I grabbed a couple of these. There's also documents that talk about the different locations you can visit and where they're located. Like I said, Lexington has a bunch of really great public libraries, so be sure to check out the other locations or the locations nearest the neighborhood that you might be considering. If you need to print things, they're happy to help you make a copy or print something. And the desk staff are really, really helpful. You can also check out your own books. There's actually a scanner that if you want to scan and check out books, you can do that as well. All the little desk spots, they have displays that they actually put out books that are recommended, which is fun. Here they had back to school and books on getting back to school. And then there are other shelves. Obviously, you have your regular shelves of books throughout the space. There's a train table, there's a Lego table. My kids love both. And there's one of them now. There's Lachlan loving the Legos. They even have all the zoo animals, which is super cool. You can see Liam, he was there on one of the computers, and they actually have programs and games the kids can play as well. Intense. Look at him focused. You see the train table there in the background? Look at all the books, multiple computers, multiple seating areas. And if you make your way around, you'll notice if you go to the back corner, you'll find an additional spot that has seats. It has these movable walls, which are really cool, and my kids built things with. This is that craft section that I mentioned. You'll see all the pictures posted and cool tips and tricks and all the paper and the markers. One of the additional seating areas and those extra computers we were talking about. Now, if you make your way on around, this is what I was referring to. You go through the shelves. See those walls back there? There's a wall of windows, but then they have these actual movable walls so you can create little areas. And there's little benches, there's a rug, and you can kind of see, we had a really good time with these recently. There were a couple of other kids there playing, and all of the kids got together and built their own little base, is what they called it. When you go over to the window, you're going to be able to see downtown Lexington, which is really fun. And there's a really neat art installation that's on the top of the building. And you see the downtown Lexington street. So this is where our parade comes through. We have lots of cool stuff that goes on downtown. Very walkable, as you can see. And then there's another section of the library that I think is just so cool that I really love. There's a section for the smaller kids and some additional tables, but there's also a computer strictly for parents. And if you look over here, you're going to see a little children's play area, little children's books, and in the back right corner, there's a spot with a computer, and it has this tiny little area where you can set your baby down. It has a little lock on it. You can sit at the computer right beside them, do your work, job applications, study, research, whatever it might be, and you can put the baby right there beside you. There's a little mirror, there's some little toys in there. What a great thing for parents who need a little extra help. How cool is that? So they do say it's for the pre-walking infants. Look at all that. A little something to keep baby entertained while the parent gets a few things done. And then right beside it, there is also an area for small kids that has some additional small children's toys and things like that. You see it has a little lock on that door, which is great. Another great view of downtown. How cool is that? That is actually the courthouse. There's another art installation down there at the court. And I'll do another session on the amazing playground that is actually right outside of the library that we just love. That's super cool. So here's another resource cart that has books and recommendations. You're going to see more things posted about upcoming events, evening story time, all kinds of stuff. Art play, pause to read, and then toddler story time, all the upcoming programs, baby story time. The central library, which is what they call it, has different story times for different ages, and it's all posted right here. Story walk at the Arboretum. The Arboretum is a great park we have here near the University of Kentucky that's also super cool. And then we bring you back around, check out the view again. There's that amazing pendulum, and there are brochures in the library that talk about the pendulum and what it was made from, what it does, how it was made, and you'll notice a lot of beautiful quilts as well, which one of my boys asked if Grandma Tina made, and Grandma Tina does do an amazing job, but these quilts were not by Grandma Tina. A great view of the pendulum and the beautiful mosaic that is built into the floor. How cool is this? Definitely grab a brochure on it, read a little bit more about it. You see there the view. There are actually 5 levels to this library, not just the kids section, but obviously the kids section is our favorite. So check out the downtown library, but check out all the other locations. What an amazing resource that our city has. For more information, feel free to reach out to Kentucky Home Team, and we're always happy to point you in the right direction.